What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Entertainment. So, Advocate Teffo is being said to be more like in a financial crisis at the current moment, and he has launched, this Beke body where he is seeking funds from generally the public to help him get back on his feet. So this campaign is there on Beke Badi. It has a goal of 150,000 rands, and currently, per the screenshot, it was at 2%. And there's nothing wrong, with this campaign for Advocate Teffo. But I've seen some issues with this campaign, and I was questioning myself to be like, is this real campaign really by Advocate Teffo? I mean, I was seeing some red flags, with this campaign, and we can come here and search for the campaign in itself and see for ourselves. So this is the campaign that is there. We just searched for it on Google. We come here. This is the campaign on Pekebadi for Teffo. Oh, it's now at 15%. It's really, really growing. So it's amazing for Advocate Teffo. It's really, really growing. But about this campaign now, this is where the red flag is at. So the person who launched this campaign is using that name. That is unbelievable. Like, what is that? So to me, when I first saw this, it screamed, this is a scam, this is a scam, what is really going on? I couldn't believe it. But on further research, I then figured out that this campaign really might be coming from Advocate Teffo himself. There is this Twitter account where Advocate Teffo was actually confirming that he knows about this Pekebati campaign for him. So here on this post, Advocate Teffo just said, "Hi, good people. I can also confirm that I know about the campaign to fundraise for me. It's on Pekebadi there. And this Twitter account, he even verified it, Advocate Teffo, with a video when he said, it is indeed me that is on this campaign, that is owning this Twitter account." Let's listen to Teffo.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Zazi people. This is Malesala Daniel Teffo, the advocate of the High Court in the Republic of South Africa. This is my Twitter handle, or the so-called X. It's been authenticated. It's original. It's me after a long time. I love you, my people. I've seen the love of my people. I'm so humbled. Thank you very much.
So the Advocate Teffo just confirmed, that this account at Advocate Teffo does indeed belong to him. So we are obviously now guaranteed, that this Pekebadi campaign was indeed launched by Advocate Teffo, or maybe somebody launching the campaign on behalf of Advocate Teffo. But obviously, I think they needed to do something much, much better here, especially on this part, because it can turn people off. I mean, you come in here, you are trying to donate money so that it goes to Advocate Teffo, but as you scroll down, you are greeted by this. I mean, you can just be like, what is this? This is a scam, So because of some of these issues, that's why so many people online were saying it's not credible enough. And even somebody like Sfiso Mewa, at some point, I heard him saying he was requesting, actually asking for Vusi Thembekwayo to help Advocate Teffo, maybe even by launching this campaign, So it definitely needed somebody who is credible. But the way now it is happening with this, it just screams that something is not okay here. But anyway, it is indeed Advocate Teffo who did launch this campaign, or maybe the campaign was launched on behalf of Advocate Teffo by somebody else. But what is really going on with Advocate Teffo's financial situation? Let us look at that in depth. So in June 2025, that is this year, just last month, Advocate Teffo and his family were evicted from their home due to rent arrears, and their furniture, including office assets worth around 200,000 rands, it was actually left idle and unpaid. So he was reported to be owing something like 182,000 rands in rent, and is still owing 108,000 rands in unsecured office items. And the sad part is that some of his kids, they were transferred from a private school to a public one, which he described as under resourced. So all of these problems, like, where are they really coming from? If you remember, Advocate Teffo was disbarred in 2022 from practicing as a lawyer following more than 20 complaints alleging misconduct ranging from misleading courts to assault and misappropriation of client funds. So this is what is reported that is actually there in the media, but it's disputed by Teffo himself and those who support him. But if we're to talk about what is there on the media, that is what is there on the media. So in August 2023, Teffo was then arrested on multiple charges. Those include fraud, assault, theft, malicious damage, trespassing, etc., allegedly related to forcibly entering his former office premises. So these are the charges. So those charges were then dropped, I'm sure, because Teffo is now a free man, but he actually went to prison in Joburg Sun City prison, and he served something like 17 months, or is it 18 months? So those legal troubles and challenges that he went through, they left him imprisoned without an income and disbarred, making it impossible for him to practice law. So therefore, no longer has a source of income, because what he learned to practice, he can no longer do it. So because of that, that's why this Bekebadi fundraising campaign was then launched to help stabilize him. So personally, I hope the best for Advocate Teffo. I wish the best for him. And with the recent events, that have been coming up through General Mkwanazi, it has made some people to actually back and support Advocate Teffo. And some people were saying, we now support you, we now believe you. And what makes Advocate Teffo to be a really strong man, it's him rejecting that 45 million rands that he said he was being given so that he can step away from the Meiwa trial. You can see that this is a man of honor, of principles, who is not willing, to sacrifice his principles for something else. But the challenge that is there, that we just saw, is how this campaign was kind of launched. But then again, I don't think that it matters that much, because we saw Chris Excel, raising funds to buy 2 cows for General Mkwanazi. And there is no one out there who has seen Chris Excel. Nobody has ever seen him. But people actually sent money to that campaign for those 2 cows to be bought for General Mkwanazi. And that the Chris Excel was actually promising, that they're going to buy the cows and deliver them to General Mkwanazi. But as of now, I am not hearing the updates on what has been going on about the delivery of those cows. And Chris Excel managed to reach the goal for his campaign. Maybe sometimes it doesn't matter much about who the organizer of the campaign is. And if people love you, maybe they will definitely support you. But that is what we saw through Advocate Teffo's Twitter, verified Twitter account, through that video, saying the account is mine and he knows about the campaign. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.